When your avoidant ex comes back, it doesn't always feel the same. And that is a weird place to be in because you wanted them to come back. You wanted to feel that connection again. You believe that they love you, but something is different. Now, here's why. Most of the time, when an avoidant comes back after no contact, it feels amazing. Like this is the thing you've been waiting for. They send a short text, maybe an inside joke, or something that reminds them of you, and you feel excited because it really seems like they've missed you. Now, I want you to know if they reach out to you, they probably are missing you in their own way. Maybe they felt lonely, maybe they missed this deep connection you share, but pretty soon you start feeling like you're walking on eggshells, and here's the reason why. You're waiting for them to talk about how they hurt you. You're waiting for them to explain why they left, and you want to know if the relationship is actually going anywhere, or are they about to disappear again? Now, the instinct most people have in the beginning is to push those worries aside. They tell themselves, it's okay, I'm just overthinking this. I know they care about me, and if they didn't want to get back together, then why would they reach out at all? But, on the other hand, you feel like there's something missing, and you just need to know more. So let me slow down here, because this might not feel good at first, but I'm saying this because you deserve some clarity. When an avoidant first comes back, there are basically three things you want to focus on. And by focusing on these three things, you'll find everything else is starting to make more sense. Right away, the first thing you have to pay attention to is how they come back. Because people with avoidant attachment almost never return in a way that you expect. They come back in a way that feels safe now for them. And that tends to be a low-risk text, like, hey, I've been thinking about you, or a meme, something that floats the idea of reconnecting without fully committing to it. Something that gives them a way to just let go and feel okay if things get too intense too quickly. The second thing you're going to notice is how the conversations go early on. You might find that they are endearing, friendly, even kind, but they won't get too deep. They won't talk about why they pulled away or where the relationship is going. So they end up avoiding it and focusing on small talk or all of the good times you shared. The third, and this one matters the most, is your own internal emotional split. Obviously, anyone going through this right now is holding two completely opposing emotional states at the same time: hope and doubt. You can feel that desire to be loved pulling you towards this person, back towards the relationship, hoping things have changed. But at the same time, there's this part of you worried that they'll pull away again, that maybe they never really loved you at all, or worse, they really do love you and you're about to say the wrong thing and lose them forever. Now, think about what happens when those three things come together. They come back in a low-risk way, the conversations never really address what happened, and you start to feel torn between hope and doubt. Put those together, and it creates a lot of uncertainty. And we need some certainty in our relationship because it allows you to feel safe and loved. But it's also that need for certainty that causes most people to make a big mistake. That uncertainty sits there, building up, stirring fear inside of you to the point where you have to take some action. And most everyone believes that this is the moment to ask your avoidant why they came back, where the relationship is going, and why they pulled away, or just to write them a long message explaining everything you feel inside. But if you do, it's going to push them farther away. And the reason I say that is because an avoidant can love you, start to miss you, and come back before they've processed what happened and why they left in the first place. So, this is where things get really tricky with an avoidant. When you push for that clarity, even gently, even lovingly, you tend to get one of a few responses. Sometimes you get deflection like, can't we just enjoy this? Why do we have to make it complicated? Sometimes you get partial answers, enough so you know they care, but not enough to understand how deeply they care or where the relationship is going. This is when they say something like, I just know I want you in my life. And you're thinking, okay, but how? In what capacity? With what intention? Or sometimes you get what feels like real emotional intimacy, a moment where you can really feel this love between you. And then the next day, they start to pull back again, like they scared themselves by being too open with you. So, I'd like you to think about what happens when this pattern shows up again. Because even though you're sitting here watching this video and the theory is starting to make sense, it's a lot harder to know what to do when you're 3 days into texting with them, everything is just falling apart, and you just need some clarity. Now, that's why I put together the Avoidant X Reply Kit to give you a concrete, step-by-step framework for navigating this. It decodes exactly what your ex is saying and how you should respond. You can get it from the link in the description if you feel like that's something that will really help you right now. But before you do that, I'd like you to consider this. People often feel confused about their avoidant partner's behavior when they first come back. So know that you are allowed to be open. You are allowed to want this to work. You are allowed to feel the warmth and engage with it genuinely. None of that has to go away. But you are going to have those deeper conversations with them. And at some point, they have to be willing to do that too. This is just a structure for you to stay grounded in reality and focus on what you need while you both decide what to do with the chance in front of you. Now, sometimes you can do everything right. You can be patient, not push, and give them the space they need, and they still pull away. That's something most people genuinely don't understand about avoidantly attached people. And if you don't know why they do that, then it will become a source of enormous and unnecessary pain. Now, that's exactly what we're going to talk about in the next video. Why avoidants pull away even when you do everything right. And I promise you, what you're going to learn will change not just this relationship, but probably the way you see other relationships in your past. So, if this video resonated with you, do me a favor and let me know in the comments. Subscribe and tell me where you are in this situation right now. You don't have to share everything, just enough so that I know you are here and we can keep this conversation going. The next video is right here. I'll see you in it.